In a world teeming with supernatural claims, from aliens and ghosts to cryptids, religions, and other unexplained phenomena, enter Captive Desk, that offers a skeptic's perspective. Join us for engaging discussions, opinions, scientific analysis, and a dash of humor as we delve into the unknown, unravel the mysterious, and confront the otherworldly as we seek to distinguish fact from fiction at the Captive Desk. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Purple Rhymes with Oranges Christmas Marathon at Captive Desk and at the Grassman Chronicles. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. And hello to everyone joining from Al Trucker's stream. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I see the chat filling up with folks. Hello, everybody. I will say hello to everyone in a moment. Everybody that follows my channel, and if you don't follow my channel, please drop a subscribe on there. I'd appreciate it. And I do a lot of otherworldly things and cryptids and ghosts and aliens and all that kind of good stuff, right? So thought I'd take a look at something that some of you may have heard of, but not everybody knows that you may have heard of St. Nicholas, also known as Santa Claus, right? But Santa Claus also has a partner, and that person is known as Krampus. And I've got my picture here. Somewhere. It's like Al was just talking about, everybody needs a producer, right? There we go. We got our Krampus up here. All right, for those of you that don't know, St. Nicholas had a partner known as Krampus, who would accompany St. Nicholas, who would leave presents for the good little ones, while Krampus would leave bad presents for the little ones, and in different versions of the story, hitting the little ones with birch branches or whips, and may even eat them, or in counter to Santa Claus with his sack of toys on his back, Krampus would have an empty sack that he would put the really bad ones in and carry them off to hell. So if you think getting a lump of coal is bad, you don't want to run into Krampus, right? The church even wanted to ban Krampus celebrations in the 12th century. And for a while, the thing came in, came out, different places did celebrate it, kept it going. The original origins are hard to track down, but pretty much around Germany, around that area, is where you can get a good trace back in history. Krampus is usually featured as a man with horns, with one grotesque human foot and 1 foot of a goat, typically covered in black hair, has a very long snake or dragon-like tongue, and horns. Everybody hearing me all right? My audio okay? Just checking. And yeah, you can trace these back to German and Czech origins around Germany, the Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland. And let's see, I'm rolling through my notes here. I don't really have a script prepared for this. I just grabbed some notes. So bear with me. Let's see here. The St. Nicholas Festival incorporates cultural elements widely distributed in Europe. St. Nicholas himself became popular in Germany around the 11th century. The feast dedicated to this patron of children is only one winter occasion in which children are the objects of special attention. They have a bunch of other holidays, and in the 17th century, Krampus was paired with St. Nicholas as a helper because Nicholas is a saint, and it wasn't logical or deemed saintly behavior for Nicholas to deliver punishments. Therefore, a helper was assigned to St. Nicholas, and that went on to become Krampus. Let's see. In 1932, after the election in Austria, the Krampus tradition was prohibited for a while under our, favorite party that was going on in that area. In the 1950s, the government of Austria distributed pamphlets titled "Krampus is an Evil Man," for fear that encounters with Krampus might damage children's mental health. And then in the 1900s, Krampus became popular again with greeting cards. And there was all kinds of greeting cards, from children's greeting cards to some that were slightly risque for their time for the adults to enjoy. Krampus also can carry chains, thought to symbolize the binding of the devil by the church. He thrashes the chains for dramatic effect. The chains are sometimes accompanied with bells of various sizes. Krampus will carry a bundle of birch branches, which he occasionally swats little ones. And in some stories, the birch branches are replaced with a whip. On Christmas Eve, Krampus travels with a sack or a basket strapped to his back. This is to cart off the evil ones for drowning, eating, or transport to hell. And the Feast of St. Nicholas is celebrated on December 6th. The preceding evening of December 5th is when Krampus and St. Nicholas would go out. They would visit homes and businesses, and Santa would leave good presents, which would be opened the following day on the 6th. And Krampus would take care of the bad little ones. And it is customary to offer Krampus schnapps. So make sure you leave out your schnapps for Krampus there. And every year now they have all these different parades, events, Krampus runs. And I got a couple little video clips we'll show here. Everybody goes out and has a good time and celebrates the tradition. And that's most of my notes on Krampus. Let's see. And it's showing up in modern media. There was the collection of postcards, a comic book series. A comic book series was created by Dean Kotz and Brian Joins in 2013. There was a Krampus Carol in 2012. Very Venture Christmas, a 2004 episode of the Venture Brothers. 2013 episode of American Dad. I remember that one. 2015, a Christmas comedy horror film. And Red One, a 2024 Christmas action adventure comedy film. So Krampus shows up in a lot of media and movies and cartoons and video games. Very popular. And there's also a fish named a Krampus. A Protomelius krampus. It's a freshwater fish. And that's the end of my notes on the Krampus. So yeah, Krampus is basically, he takes care of all the stuff that Santa doesn't do, right? Santa's the good one. Krampus is the bad one, right? And there is some video clips here. See, I have my tree up at the desk. I didn't think it was working there. All right, hold on. There's a pause. Okay, here we go. I didn't want to show some of the parts of the clips there because just in case. But they run into the crowd and they'll you know give people a little smack across their legs or whatever, and they run at the kids and boo, and all in good fun, right? Celebrating the watch out kids, right? There seems to be a lot of fire going on, which is kind of worrisome with the outfits they have on. But yeah, they run around with a lot of torches and flares, and these things go on in all different kind of parts. I just grabbed some clips. I didn't want to steal anyone's content or anything like that, so I just little sampling. But you get the idea. They dress up. Apparently, there's some drinking involved, hopefully responsibly, and but everybody goes out and has a good time. Obviously, you can see snow going on, and it's always good to have a little fun in the cold winter months, and it's partly what they're doing, right? So, yeah. So if you didn't know, yeah, Saint Nicholas has an alter ego, and Krampus is the alter ego, basically, and he takes care of all the bad kids. And the stories go, some of them are pretty awful. Okay, again, I don't want to talk a lot of details about the little ones, but yeah, if you want to go reading some of them, yeah, they're pretty awful. Really trying to terrify the little ones into behaving. Krampus is going to come and get you and literally drag you off. So I hope everybody enjoyed hearing a little bit about Krampus. And if you didn't know about Krampus, look it up. Go check out. There's all, like I say, it's in all kind of media. There's all kind of videos on Krampus. People have all the different takes. The more lighter versions, the more extreme versions. Scaring the little ones with this beastie. Somebody asked if Krampus is cryptid. So let's look it up. And according to the internet, Krampus is considered a cryptid, as he is a mythical creature from European folklore, often depicted as a half goat, half demon figure who punishes naughty children during the Christmas season, with no known physical evidence of his existence.
Well, then why isn't Santa Claus a mythical figure? And blah 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 blah.
We could put Santa in there too.
No, yeah, I just saying, yeah.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of times people have asked, are different things cryptids, and it's like, well, yeah, if they're falling into that supernatural or half this, half that, and you got chimeras and everything, and so yeah, that's we're a big house. We'll invite everybody in, right? You want to be a cryptid? Come on down, be a cryptid.
Yeah, we are a big house, and we are there are broad realms of belief, but when you got 8 billion people on the planet, it'd be nice if you had a certain ground of commonality of like, okay, here we are. We don't necessarily need to be yeah. I don't know, Dave. I get it, but I would prefer a world where neither Santa nor Krampus nor uh, where all of these things could be stories, just simply stories that we tell each other, and where they're fun and where we can laugh.
Right.
But unfortunately, they become the focus of some really kind of pernicious bullshit. And
Oh, yeah.
and hey, it's the solstice. Look, in the northern hemisphere, we're coming back into the light. In the southern hemisphere,
Yay.
sorry. I want more daylight, okay? So it's fine with me. And
That's why my wife and I celebrate. That means it's going to start getting a little bit closer to spring now instead of farther away. And yeah, it is depressing when it gets dark at 5:00.
now do you tell okay. Now do you have a similar reaction at Midsummer's Day? I mean, this is in theory Midwinter's Day, right? It's the winter solstice. Midsummer's Day is June 21st.
I have the same feeling. Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's
Like,
downhill from
shit,
here.
now it's going to hell. Yeah. You know, it's
Absolutely.
just maybe it'd be just breathe. Just breathe.
Yeah.
I don't know. They can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. But look, it's a lovely day, and I'm actually surprised because it's supposed to be snowing right now. As you can see behind me here on in Cape Elizabeth, there's snow on the ground. This fell overnight, and I don't see anybody out on the water right now. But it's cold out and it's snowy, and so I don't have to dream about a white Christmas.
We don't have any. It still looks a little damp out. I think we might have had a little rain overnight, and yesterday was like maybe some freezing rain, but it was mostly rain. We were staying above freezing, so we don't have any snow, and it's supposed to be 55 by the weekend or something. So I don't think
What
we're gonna
the fuck? That's not right. I'm sorry, that's not right. Well, it might be right in Ohio, but it's not. It's certainly not right in Maine. I mean, what
it's
the hell?
not.
What's
It's
up with
not
that?
usual. It's not. No.
Yeah.
No.
All hail
I grew up here. All hail Bigfoot. I grew up here. It's not normal. No, I mean, you shoveled snow. Your car got stuck in the snow. You know, snow days and everything else. So
Mhm.
the last 2-3 years, I don't think we've really had the shovels out or anything, and I certainly haven't had my snow thrower out. Which, if it was my fault, for buying the snow thrower, but seriously, with the weather changing, the climate and that, yeah, no.
Well,
We haven't
how's it
got
your
snow.
fault buying the snow thrower? I mean,
I know. It was good insurance, Well, we had a storm coming, and I was like, oh, heck no. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to dig out. So I got a snow thrower. I'm getting older. I'm not going to go out there and dig all that out, right? So good thing I did, because we did have a little storm, right? So got all dug out and everything, and that was it. So,
Dave, did you ever think that just having a little challenge ahead of you is maybe a good thing? No, just saying.
Yeah, but we've had like the freezing icy type issue, and we've had to put salt on the steps, and on the driveway or whatever. But as far as going and digging out, nope. Been a while. Been a good few years, 3-4 years. Maybe.
No, I'm gonna get the thing, and I'm gonna go cocoon, and it's gonna go boom, and it's gonna go boom, 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 and throw the snow all the way the fuck over there. That'll be all good. I can see that, and also the sense of accomplishment in actually clearing the space with the machine is like, yep, I did that. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't have a big property or anything. So, I was always like, yeah, we'll just dig out. I always had, almost always had some help with my boys, right? So it's like, come on, bundle up. We're going to go dig out. And when they're kids, even, you're digging out and they're playing in the snow, whatever. But they do about 2 scoops and they're playing in the snow, but all good, right? Yeah, get to that point and it's like, yeah, no. I'm getting a snow
Are the kids gone at this point, Dave? Or
one is a gone and flew in the nest. Yeah, I still got one here. So.
All right.
Still got a helper. He's a great helper too. He's well, I've got it made. My older boy has got the muscle, and my younger boy is a lot more mechanical, like I am. So between them, I got some great helpers when I need it.
Nice. That's cool.
He's also my one that's still at home. He's also got a IT degree. So when I get stuck on something, he usually can help me out, which is appreciated. Like, how do you do this? This is how you do it. Thank you. Right.
All right. Oh my goodness. Well, what are you?
I'm flipping through everybody's comments.
What are you doing for?
Hello.
What are you doing for Christmas?
Well, when I'm done here. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to show everybody because you can't see it good with here, but I do have my Santa shirt on.
Mighty. Yeah.
So that's
impressive. You look exactly like a Byzantine bishop in my imagination. You look like Saint Nicholas in my imagination as I.
You dropped a little bit.
I know I did, because
you don't like my StreamYard. I know.
No. It's whatever. It's just the app. It's really weird. I think their servers are kind of bent. But
anyway. Well, hopefully, yeah, I mean, there'll be more, clones come out and there'll be more competition, and we'll see what goes on.
Yeah, there's plenty of competition. There always have been. There always has been. But now I think people are getting...
Was watching Grimm this morning, and was the Krampus episode. All right. Yeah, the lump of coal is practical, at least, right? There's a environmental meme that goes around, though, that says it's got Santa Claus there, and you see all the pollution and CO2 going on and everything, right? And maybe it was a good idea to give him coal, right? Thanks for checking. Appreciate it. And we've got look at the trees. Hello, how you doing? Good to see the trees. We all must look at the trees. Who are you talking about, Al? Talking about my hat? Hello, Mike.
What up?
We're
So-
just we were just talking about the Krampus, and
Oh,
we've decided Krampus is a cryptid, so, and Santa Claus too. So they're all in the cryptid camp now.
what was that really good movie about the evil Krampus Santa Claus with the family? Do you remember that? It was a really good movie in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I just saw a clip of it going around too, and
Yeah. Yep. I'm glad I,
I know what
didn't
you're
see
talking
that.
about, though. Yeah.
Glad I didn't see that when I was a little boy.
I
Wouldn't have been healthy.
Yeah, the very terrifying stories in some of the versions.
Yep.
So definitely the big here it is right here. Tina says, yeah, stick to go with the carrot. Yeah, big stick going with that one there. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm procrastinating wrapping my gifts, the rest of them. So I thought this would be a good way to procrastinate. Of course, I got confused when you said 12 o'clock. I thought you meant 12 o'clock in the one true zone.
No. We're in the
No.
real time zone over here.
No.
The only real. No, I'm sorry. Greenwich Mean Time is the only real time zone. UTC. That's
There you go.
Central.
I'm sorry.
Times. Oh,
No.
why would they name it Central, Stephanie? Why did they say Central? Center of the Earth, universe. Center
Oh,
of the universe.
uh-oh.
I read it in the Bible.
Why would they name it Coordinated
Those in
Universal
the Bible.
Time?
I don't know. They were
And where is that exactly then?
It's the Greenwich Meridian. It's
Okay.
the line through Greenwich, England. That you can go to Greenwich and the Royal Naval Observatory, and there it is. There's the line. That's it. It's
So-
yeah. So right now,
Ooh, I think you locked up there, Stephanie. I'm trying to
5
find.
GMT. 1735 GMT.
Oh my God! Pull up a video of
What?
Jim Bob right away.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? What are you bringing up Jim Bob on fucking Christmas Eve for?
Yeah, I just
the
typed
hell?
in you. I typed in YouTube and
That's
it came
not
up.
funny.
We're sending
That's
Krampus
not
over there.
fucking funny.
We're
got a
sending
Christmas
Krampus over there. We're sending Krampus over there.
I'm sorry. buddy.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm trying
Yeah,
to find it.
like AR's comment here. Krampus is an evil man, but does Santa favors. The parallels between God and Satan pokes some holes in their theology. And yeah, there was a lot of, that's the thing, that the church was involved in it and everything, because it was Saint Nicholas, right? And so the Krampus was demonic, the devil himself, satanic, whatever words you want to use. Not a favorite.
Yeah, but what? But it's they're all stories, right? Or am I wrong? Aren't they all just kind of stories that we tell each other,
Yeah.
one another?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just
There has to be the good and the bad, right? God and Satan.
Well,
Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty, you know.
well, I guess. I mean, from a certain point of view, right? From a really basic biological point of view, there has to be a like this makes me feel good and this makes me feel bad, and there's there's always that dichotomy, and I think that people make these things up, and you know what I'm saying. I got to be careful because I know that StreamYard's going to drop me out at any moment. But
Yeah, it cuts you out in a little bit here and there.
yeah,
Okay.
but you know what I'm saying? I mean, does that make sense? It just I think
Yeah.
it's weird.
There's a lot of stories though that like when you look at myth in human beings, the stories
Mhm.
have a function, but their function is not to be believed literally. Their function is to put you in a mood or give you some sort of I don't know, some sort of emotional sense about what's going on. Like
You think there's a function there though?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, a definite function. Well, it's why we have movies, because movies, are obviously not true, but they move us deeply and they relate to, things that are going on. And myth is the same way. Myth has,
Well, but the function of a movie is what? It's to make the producer money.
oh, no. That's pretty dark. That is so dark. So I
It's not
posted a
dark at
video.
all. It's actually frank. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you think
Well, of
those?
course,
Yeah, there's the motivation to produce good art. I mean, the person that wrote the script, the people that are engaged in producing all of that stuff. Yeah, of course they're doing it for a reason. But at the end of the day,
yeah. Like there was a,
the producer wants a paycheck. I mean, really, let's
AR,
be
AR
serious.
says the cookies suppress his anger. Well, Krampus, you're supposed to leave out some schnapps. So you want to keep
I
Krampus
mean,
happy. Yeah, a little bit of schnapps. Maybe some for Santa Claus too. Maybe Santa Claus like a little schnapps too. You could ask. Maybe he's tired of cookies and milk, right?
go ahead and fight me on that, Speed. I'm willing to hear.
fight you on myth. It's I don't know if I want to fight, but
No. There isn't that
okay,
there isn't at some at for the people involved in creating the myth,
yeah,
in developing the myth, that there isn't some sort of material motivation in the here and
utility.
now, not yeah, utility in the here and now, not in the
Yeah,
hereafter, right? You know what
let
I'm
me
saying?
let me give you an example. In northern
Go ahead.
Minnesota, where I am from, there are these huge bogs. Okay, and people have walked into these bogs and disappeared without a trace because they fall through. And a bog is like a floating mass of vegetation where the trees, when you walk on it, the trees bob up and down. And below the bog is a extremely black water, and it goes down sometimes 90 feet down. Okay, and it's wonderful because you can actually use peat moss as surgical dressing because it's so acidic that things
Oh
don't,
yeah.
bacteria. Anyway, so there's two bogs up there on different sides of Highway 53. One is called the Sax Bog, which is the one I'll tell you about. And the other one is the 100-mile swamp, where reportedly anybody that tried to cross it never made it to the other side. They all died. Many people died in these bogs. And the Sax Swamp, we went, we dropped some acid one night, and then the next day we went deer hunting. Really a good idea. And
What?
we all, yeah, we were all out in the Sax
Did it
Bog.
what?
Well,
Wait a
we
minute.
the acid,
Wait a minute. The bog is
more
acid. You
yeah, we dropped acid. Yeah. So there you see, we're already forming the myth, right? The myth is already coming together. So anyway, we all went hunting. It was like a really dark, dreary morning. Just clouds were just dense as hell, and every one of us came home came back to the camp at about 10, 11 o'clock, and we were all scared out of our minds because we sensed something horrible. And my friend thought he saw a tree that looked like a banshee, and so we created the myth of the Sax demon. And that was it was a feeling that was so intense that we were so frightened that I understood where the idea of demons come from. And of course, none of us believe this bullshit. But
it was real.
But it was real because we could have died out there. I mean, any one of us could have disappeared in that
But doesn't
bog.
have a wrench.
And it was, so anyway, there's an idea. And if we had told that myth to little children, to keep them out of the bog, that might have had some utility. But we had no material gain. We were just all legitimately freaked out of our minds over this, the weirdness. The feeling was so palpable that we were in danger.
Sure.
We didn't go back out there again. So.
Sure, that's and that's what that's the feeling that people call the feeling of the numinous, and I think that it's really fucking hard. And this is why with Speed, I've listened to your channel and all of that, a whole bunch of no, don't be sorry. Well, you may be sorry because I've been called a goblin on your channel by certain individuals. But
I think
just real quick, Purple and Ember, I gave you a wrench. Sorry about that. You can put the links in there now.
Go ahead, Stephanie. Oh, you blanked out on us again.
Peculiar.
Okay, we missed all that. I think I did anyway.
Yeah, you dropped off, Stephanie.
Yeah, the last 30 seconds.
Am I here? Am I gone?
You're here
now.
All right. I have to tiptoe carefully with StreamYard because if I say anything bad about StreamYard, it goes away.
Yeah.
And anyway, the thing that I find really weird is that I don't think that the people who were most adhered and aligned with Scripture are in tune with the numinous. I think that they're missing
the point. Right? Oh, you blanked out on me again. I think you blank out about once a minute.
I know I do.
You're back now.
None of this can possibly be written in a book because the book that inspiration and the book that imagination is written in is the book that's in here.
Yeah.
And the thing that these folk miss is the fact that there are 8 billion books being written right now, and you don't want to recognize the glory and beauty of each and every one of them.
Right.
That's the thing that pisses me off about these assholes. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah. That's one thing I always tell people, and they probably hate me for it, but people that are grieving, somebody who just lost somebody, I always try to tell them that the way I view death is that you put the, you say the end, and then you write the, the epilogue, and then you put the back cover on the book, and then the book becomes a whole thing. So that when we die, our lives become this nice, beautiful whole. and every one of them, is its own volume, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's one way to look at losing somebody, and it helps me. I don't know about anybody else, but anyway, I look forward to having the back cover on my book someday. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I always wonder about that a little bit, because I always wonder. It's like, don't you always? I think that
You cut out.
Hello, Scott.
15 seconds,
what I
and
mean?
you'll be back. You're back.
Hello,
Okay.
all.
Hey, Scott.
You're back. Definitely,
Stephanie.
you were gone you disappeared for like 10 seconds, and then you come back for almost
See,
a minute.
that builds up the interest because once you stop, you go, "What was you going to say? What was you going to say?" And then you start listening.
Well,
to
I'm fucking sorry. I can't.
Stephanie's got a conflict with StreamYard. It sucks all the if anybody has a tip, it seems to suck all of her memory or something down, and that's why she kind of goes up and down like that. So
We could play a game.
if
every time-
anybody had a similar issue, and
my first
let us
question is,
know.
what browser is being used?
But every time Stephanie cuts out, we should try to write what we think she's going to say.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and then
Well, Mike, here's a question for you: are trees a cryptid? Did the trees ever talk to you, Mike?
Oh yes, yeah. Well,
they-
you know my history, right?
That's why I'm asking. Do they have any supernatural
They do.
goings on?
A friend of mine died about three years ago now, and he and I, he was there in the Sac Swamps that day. He's the guy that saw the banshee in the tree, and anyway, when he died, I went and sat out in the yard, and I was sitting there in this, and I'm right by the Minnesota River Valley, and this wind came up through the trees, and it was really weird, but it was significant to me, right? It almost felt like him. And man, I can see how these myths get started and how people, then try to reify them and then end up with a lot of bullshit. And that's not the point. The point was that I was feeling very deeply about the loss of my friend. And, and I related being in the woods with him, hunting year after year after year. And he's still out there. Scott, will you type in it, and when you're unmuted?
Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to write a suggestion in the live chat for Stephanie, but I'll quit doing that. And
Just mute yourself when you type.
Stephanie, have you got
She's
any?
moving and everything now.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just I don't understand why this particular streaming app.
Have you got any?
does what it
Have you got
does.
like Zoom or some other kind of streaming software installed or something that might be conflicting with
Nope.
it? No extensions.
Nope.
It could be trying to echo correct you or something,
No,
because they're
Nope. I've been down. I've been down a million roads. I've used several other apps, but for some reason, like a month and a half ago, StreamYard just decided to be shitty.
Wow.
they're buffering or something. I don't know. Christmas marathon playlist. Where's that?
That's
Yep,
the
there is a
one.
playlist. Speaking of, after we are done here, I don't have redirect, but I think it's doing it if Ember's thing is working. I'm not sure. If not, you go to the Kentucky Atheist next after me, and Joe will take over from there.
Oh,
Awesome.
what? Are you on simultaneously with Purple Rhymes with Orange right now?
I'm not sure how I'm not sure how Ember has it things set up, but
Okay, no, you're captive.
I should be on at the Grassman too. And I wanted to say, yeah, if you're watching at the Captive Desk or at the Grassman, hello everybody, and please subscribe while you're there. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Damn
It
straight.
doesn't-
All these
doesn't
guys,
bother-
absolutely.
And
subscribe
speaking
to
of, yeah,
Spence.
please subscribe over at
Let's do that.
Is your channel is Stephanie Helms or Stephanie Sales?
It's Steffi Kath is my thing, but my real jam these days.
Cut out again. I'm sorry.
We got the
It's
great
okay.
wrenches out there. They'll drop the links for Stephanie.
Yeah,
And
I did record something today that I really kind of want to post because it's kind of a Christmas song, a little bit. I love my country as it dies. It's not. It starts that way and then ends with Christmas in my soul. There is hope. We can't give up hope. I have lived a long life, and I'm not going to. Yeah, I will march to the end.
No, you cut out.
No, I know.
Oh,
No, I know. You
March
don't have to
the
tell
end.
me when I cut out. I
There's a
can
left
see it
step.
when I cut out.
I'm hoping.
But we can march down. We can march down one particular road, but I've seen us march up another one, and I know you have.
Yeah.
I know you have. We've seen us rise. We've done better. We can do better. And God damn it, I hope we do. I hope people understand that we can do better than this.
bravo.
And we need to have people who stand up and say, we must do better than this. I don't want anyone to tell me that when we fight, we win. When you don't fight, you
Cut out.
I prefer peppermint, Crystal, but if you like peach, you can have peach.
But do you know what it's like to have to beat your guest? Do you know what it's like to be held down? Do you know what it's like to fight? When we fight, we win. Yeah. When you stand up and you fight, we might win. When you sit down and don't fight for us, we lose. And guess what? You do too.
I'm not sure how to fight with these guys though. It's just like I've got a friend.
I'll tell you how you fight with these guys. You punch them in the fucking goddamn nose.
I don't know. It's not
That's what you
working
do.
with him. He still voted. I couldn't stop him.
But you don't. But nobody's punched him in the nose.
Yeah.
Nobody
I have-
stood up.
right.
Nobody stood up and said, "No, God damn it! What you're saying is absolutely fucking wrong." With these,
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I've treated him with kid gloves because, I practically
everybody treat them with kid gloves because, oh my goodness, maybe they have a point. Maybe the niggers are bad. It's like, come on,
Man.
guys, stand up. Say that's garbage. Say
Yeah.
that's bullshit. Say that's wrong. Do something. Why do you think what's the big issue? Okay, let's leave social issues aside. What was the big issue in the last election? Gaza. Hey, genocide's kind of wrong, right?
Yeah.
And
The
how
orange
many
thing's already
votes
saying,
were
"Oh, it's
lost
going to be
around that
bad," and it's
one
like, yeah.
issue. How many votes were lost around that one issue? Stand up and say genocide is wrong. Stand up and fucking stand for something. Don't fucking roll over.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I've got to consider this or that or the other. No, stand.
I know what you mean, because I've got this polite streak in me, and I will just shut up. I'll just shut up.
You tell me you have my back, and you don't notice the firing squad in front of me and the brick wall behind me.
We do.
Guess what? You know, you don't have my back. You are offering me a last cigarette before I'm killed. Don't fucking pour that bullshit on me. Don't do it. And that's what an opposition party needs to be doing. It needs to be standing and pointing at why the fuck. Now, why are the Republicans so successful? Because they can demonize something. Guess what? Read or listen to Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Madison.
Cut out.
Bree is my mentor. I always check with Bree, so no worries.
Read or listen to Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Madison Square Garden speech in 1933. Read the whole thing. Look at what he did. As a matter of fact, read the Declaration of Independence.
1933.
Read the indictment. Read the indictment of King George III. You need to have a place to focus people's anger, and the fact that Democrats are the left hasn't figured out where to place that is unbelievably stupid to me. I mean, FDR was a member of.
Cut out. Ooh.
He placed the focus of anger on Wall Street. He placed the focus of anger on the people, on the people that were killing the working class, and the people that were killing the working class in the 1920s and 30s are the same fucking people. And nobody's fucking calling them out. Kidding me? Happy Christmas.
And it's halftime here, and speaking of Christmas, in case you haven't caught it yet, I made a Christmas video, and I wanted to share my Christmas video here.
Has failed to post. Huh. Why?
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Bigfoot is coming to town. He's making a mess, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's being nice. Bigfoot is coming to town. He sees you when you're hiking. He knows when you're alone. He knows if you've been camping. So be good when you're in zones. Oh, you better watch out. You better not roam. Stay close to the fire and don't go alone. Bigfoot is coming to town with footprints in the snow and drinks that always break. In the forest, you should know Bigfoot is always awake. He sees you when you're hiking. He you should know. Bigfoot is always awake. He sees you when you're hiking. He knows when you're alone. He knows if you've been camping. So be good when you're in zones.
It's Merry Christmas from Bigfoot.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Bigfoot's a stand-up dude.
I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of work still. AI did most of the work, obviously, but yeah, cutting it all together and stuff was still a lot of work. It was a lot of fun, though.
Stephanie, I posted a link to that speech, I think, in Madison Square Garden, and you changed my mind on a few things here. So thank you.
Well, thank you
Not on
for
myth.
saying that.
Yeah. Because
Thanks for saying that, Speed, because it's really fucking frustrating.
yeah. I mean, I've got this fucking individual who I raised. He ran away from home at 16, came to live with me, stayed with me until he was 22, and I love him, but he's just way off. He's way out there. And because I love him, I've been kind of like handling him with kid gloves, and so have other people in his life. And some of the things that he said, done, and some of the views that he's held are just way beyond anything we can morally tolerate. And you're always trying not to alienate people from your past or whatever. And so we end up not doing, I think, as much as we could do. And I think you convinced me that I need to take a different approach.
Well, please, I wouldn't suggest that you
It's
throw
a cigarette
people
thing,
under
right?
the bus, but on the other hand,
Handing you a cigarette when you're, when there's a firing squad pointing at you, or better, or the more appropriate metaphor is if I got one of my sons is on the firing squad, condoning him because he's my son. Just, I don't know. Anyway.
Chester wants to know, so plants can't be cryptids. Bree did cover the
Why not?
what are they, the screaming trees or something like that. Haunted trees that
Yeah.
I think some of them maybe even envelop people into them or something like that. So,
And deadly nightshade. It's a beautiful bush. It just grows and it sprawls. It's a vine, and we got it growing down here in the valley, and that thing's definitely cryptid. Because if you fall for those pretty berries, you be dead before you get off the path. So,
well, there's that garden over in the UK there that's all deadly plants. The whole what do you call it? Not an arboretum. That's just trees, but it's just
Deatharitum.
yeah.
That doesn't
yeah,
surprise
everything-
me about the UK.
Everything in there is deadly. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
What about you, Scott? You got the grandkids and everything. Is Santa Claus coming?
Oh yeah, Santa Claus will be here. I'm just trying to have people make me a deity, since I too was born on December 25th. So I think it's about time for me to become a deity.
Oh, that's right. It's your birthday tomorrow.
That's right. I have a question for you, Dave.
Happy birthday if we don't see you tomorrow, Scott.
Well, thank you very much. But was your Bigfoot video based in any way on the old Techno Viking video? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I was just playing around with some lyrics and
Okay.
some music, and then I was found a picture I liked, and then I animated it half a dozen different ways. I told it to do walking, dancing, pointing, and then I cut it all together.
Well, except for threatening a person who was inappropriate with a young lady, I think the Techno Viking did all those things in a parade or something, and it was really, I just made the association. I thought, man, this has got to be Techno Viking, but of course I'm wrong. I put the link to it in the private chat in case you're curious.
Okay.
I'm muted. 22,282 days old, Scott, tomorrow.
Amazing.
I can't believe I made it past 20,000.
Yep. I'm 27,016 days old. So I've started this whole, I call it the death millennia, because I think I'm going to be like 78 by the time I'm out of this millennia. And I think that's the average age that you can expect to live. And knowing my history of drug abuse and alcohol abuse, if I make it past the average age, I don't know. My sister was in the hospital with pneumonia, and they had her on oxygen, and she was talking to the nurse, and she was telling her, whining to the nurse, I smoked a pack a day. My brother smoked 6 packs a day, and he's not on oxygen. And I'm like, anyway, I dodge a bullet.
I gotta wonder. I gotta wonder, and I'm reflecting. And I know it's really easy to get flip on the internet, but John Hudson types. It's just too much bitching going on in here. I'm going to a happy place. Enjoy your misery.
Oh,
And I
no.
wonder.
It's Florida.
I really have to wonder. I really have to wonder with a comment like that. I'm not. I fucking hate to be in a place where
Oh, you cut out. Damn it.
I hate to be in a place where I say I'm hurting and somebody basically says, well, I don't want to hear you bitch about your hurting. I really would hope that there's a place where people can hear one another's pain and bleed into it and try to reconcile, solve it. Because if we can't embrace the struggles that we all face, one to another, we got problems. We got
You cut out.
That's why we need
People
more
always-
Bigfoot.
people always gonna hurt, right? I can sort of see when I go screwy. Yes, Christmas is about healing the suffering in the world, especially in other people. Is it not? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we tell each other these stories for a fucking reason. And the thing that drives me nuts about Christians is they don't fucking believe it. They don't even fucking believe their own goddamn garbage. They won't listen to the fucking words.
And Christmas isn't about a happy time. Christmas is about a dark, rich,
Christmas.
green and red emotional underbelly of life. And Christmas, that's why people get depressed on Christmas, because they expect it to make them happy. That's not what it's about. It's about a time to feel. And what you feel may not necessarily, I describe it as a prickly woolly blanket that's really warm. That's the way Christmas is. It always brings up emotions in me, and deep longing and emotions. And it's not, running around, oh, I'm happy. It's not. When I was a kid, yeah, when I opened my presents, but that was about that was like a rare 15-minute moment of happiness during Christmas. But
And you would have liked the one I had last night, Mike. For some reason, I was in a mode of being back in the home I grew up in, right?
yeah.
Making Christmas cookies and all the goodies in the kitchen, and I was really into it, and I got very visual, and I was just going through, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, we had this was here, this was here, this was on the wall, right? And I was just kind of going through the rooms of the house I grew up in, all in my head.
Yeah.
And it was for a few minutes, it was really powerful. It was just hit me, and I was kind of emotional, and stuff.
Nostalgia,
Yeah, just thinking for a moment, it's like, these are the times where you miss your parents and grandparents with just those little things, making cookies, the smells, the music playing, the parade on the TV, whatever you do, some of those things just trigger something. And I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was something on TV or whatever. And yeah, just for that moment, it was just, I got real emotional, and I was just seeing everything so clearly, just like walking around the house, and I just like it was a recording or something, and it's like, oh yeah, that was in the corner, and yeah, that's where the big plant was, and yeah.
That's what happens to me on my Sunday vacations and journeys, where I go through like just every single little detail and start to place everything. But my brother asked me this morning what I remembered about my first Christmases out on the farm, and what I remembered. And I don't know why he asked me, but it got me thinking about, what I do remember. One Christmas, we had the entire Brusnak family was, at the farm. And my dad was running around with a cowboy hat on and a vest and 2 6-guns, real guns, twirling them, drunk on his lap.
Hello.
That was a memory. Never asked Dad if he checked to see if those revolvers were loaded. My brothers had just gotten home from Colorado, and they bought him a set of revolvers.
There was a Santa Claus costume my grandparents had. And I think the only time it ever got used was the one year my uncle put it on. For some reason, he wanted to be Santa.
Yeah.
And then I remember that box was in my grandparents' basement for I don't know how long. And then it disappeared one day, and somebody said something, and yeah, somebody wanted to do Santa Claus, so they gave him the outfit. It's like, I would have liked to have that,
Yeah.
I'm noticing in the chat that Titan Uranus would like me to sing Santa.
Sing what? Oh, you cut out again, Steph. No, Santa Baby.
Just saying.
You're back.
It was John.
Santa Baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas is always a real tough emotional time for me, but it was worth it. It's the emotions are worth it. I always describe it as that, that green and that red of Christmas. There's something about those colors, And of course, we're in the depth of winter depression here in Minnesota. Right, 2 days before Christmas, and it just stirs you up, in kind of a neat way, and I love it. I love the feeling.
It's called not pond season.
Not one.
not pond season. When my pond is covered up, that's not pond season.
Yeah. So suicides increase during the spring and the summer. They don't increase during Christmas, as is often said. I don't know why. Oh, I said it bad.
Well, I heard
YouTube.
It's very unlikely that somebody will break up with you on Christmas. So,
oh yeah, that would be
for those of you that might be in one of those rocky situations, you should be safe through tomorrow, because folks just don't like to break up on Christmas. So
I decided to leave.
But wait. The song "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas."
Yeah.
Listen to the song and listen to the lyrics, and it's not what you think it is.
Oh, really? I never listened to it.
Listen to the lyrics.
I was bummed out with all the children's rhymes that turned out to be things I'd never thought of, like ashes, ashes, we all fall down. And it's like, when I found out what it really was, I was like, man, it's like, I guess you just never really, you don't think about it sometimes. You just do the little song or the rhyme. And then when somebody, did you ever think about it? And you're like, I guess I haven't.
But even that's kind of a myth too. It really isn't about the plague.
Oh, isn't it?
No, it really isn't. There are several threads that go into the whole ashes all fall down thing.
Oh, how about when the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. And it's like, you're like singing these to children, but it's like, when you think for a minute, it's like, this doesn't sound very nice.
Fucking StreamYard, it sucks. What a terrible fucking platform this is. It's no wonder I can't get a goddamn break on this platform. It's just awful. It's just terrible.
I know there's been people that had issues when they were using Firefox. And other than that, though, usually Google is pretty solid.
It's been solid. It was solid up until a couple of months ago, and now it sucks out loud. And what can I tell you?
Well, they improved something. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I feel remarkably improved.
That's every time my son or I is having an issue, and same thing with gaming and stuff too. Oh, this and that, they updated this and that new version or whatever. Now this don't work, that don't work.
Oh, I love when they
Mike
do
knows. He used to do that stuff. He did it intentionally to people, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we did it on purpose every time we did an update. It's like, let's ship it. We'll test it later. we'll let the public test it. We tested it in public opinion. That's how we shipped our group. Yeah. Like somebody that's talking to me about what I did for a living, and I said I put bugs in programs for a living. That's what I did. Broke programs. Some asshole in administration decides they need this new feature, and we're like, okay, we're programmers. We'll do what you want. You ain't gonna like the result.
I will check my email, Deconverted Man.
Deconverted Man.
And if you want to see my pond, there's the link. I changed it to the name, so it's now Dave's Pond. So you can see me building my pond and various stages, different times of year over the last couple of years. And you can see what it looks like when it's covered up this time of year, which is not so much fun. It's all covered up. But
Damn.
this is, yeah, we are on the right track, though. We're a couple of days past the solstice now, right? So going to get a little bit longer each day. We will get close to pond season instead of not pond season.
Wow. So Judy Garland performed "Meet Me in," "Merry Little Christmas" from "Meet Me in St. Louis." I would love to hear that recording. I bet I could find it on YouTube. Anyway, I posted the lyrics to that song. There's 3 versions. Pretty dark. Dark.
See, Titan says you need to sing Santa Baby to your technology. It's proven to fix your technical issues.
Yeah.
As long as the magic smoke hasn't left, you should be good. You know, you can fix most anything as long as it's still got magic smoke inside.
Best way
Magic
for me
smoke
to get,
escapes, you're out of luck. There's just no going back.
best way for me to get my cats to leave the room is to start singing to them. Poof, they're gone.
All you have to do is reach for the vacuum cleaner, and the cats and the
Oh,
dogs
that too,
are all disappearing.
Or the water board. I got the water bordle for snack. I had a water bordle, which is a what is that called? There's a name for putting 2 words together: water board and water bottle. Anyway, he's pissed off at me. He's pretty emo this morning. He was a terror. That and the vacuum. Vacuum does get rid of them.
But yeah, when I got the weed whacker going though, and the dogs are on the other side of the fence and they're part of the yard, they're going at it bare teeth.
Yeah.
Trying to get at the weed whacker, which could actually harm them, right?
Right. Yeah,
and
it could have been
the
really
vacuum
bad.
cleaner, it's not going to do anything. Oh no, they're just terrified. And then it's hard because we got one of those things to sweep the dog with. You know what I mean? I'll get some of the hair off and everything, and it's hard to do because they're terrified of the sound of the sweeper. So,
We had this monster Saint Bernard, and she was named Sadie, and she was scared to death of the vacuum. And I wanted to demonstrate this to somebody, and she jumped over the couch, landed on the coffee table, and broke it to a million pieces when I turned the vacuum on. And I'm like, "Oh shit, Sadie, I'm sorry."
yeah, there's another one. London Bridge is falling down. That doesn't sound very happy.
No.
Come here, little one. Let's lull you to sleep with a disaster story, right?
So Dave, I can't procrastinate anymore. I've got to go wrap gifts. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Scott and whole chat, and we'll see you later. Okay.
We will do.
Bye.
And don't forget, everybody, go subscribe over at Mike's channel, Answers in Atheism. Links have been rolling through the chat. Support Mike and Scott Duke as well, who's often accompanied Mike on his endeavors at Answers in Atheism. Got Deconverted Man says, here's a song to put you to sleep. If you don't close your eyes, I'll boot kick you in the face. And is it Titan's birthday too? Happy birthday. And yeah, let's see, we got about a half hour, and it will be Joe's turn to carry on the Christmas marathon that Purple puts together. I think Purple said 7-8 years, I think, been doing this or something like that. Remember right? I appreciate Purple's efforts and anybody else that was helping out. I think Ember was involved in Anybody else that was behind the scenes that I don't know, thank you too for everybody putting this together. And thank you for everybody that's been participating. And the link for the schedule has been rolling through the chat too. And you will see a lot of our familiar folks rolling through the marathon. And when I was talking with Purple, Purple's the one that suggested, you could talk about Krampus, and I was like, oh, done. I was like, so right then and there, I threw together the notes and made up the pictures and stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, we got to talk about some Krampus. And I was thinking, too, for the Grassman, been doing the Grassman for about 1.5 years now. And I was thinking, I should do some locals. So we'll cover some of the local cryptids coming up. Have a little fun with that. Can't ignore the local cryptids, right? And I do take suggestions. Some of the Grassman Chronicles stories that I've covered have been suggestions, and I do appreciate them. If you hear about, especially ones that we haven't heard about, some of the lesser known ones, let me know. I'd love to cover it. I appreciate suggestions. All hail Bigfoot at the Gmail, and let me know if you've heard of, hey Dave, have you ever heard of this or that? And it just might be a video, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 or 4 of mine have been in suggestions, so I do appreciate it. And yeah, fire them into me. And if you have your own story, I'd love to have you on. If you've seen something, if you heard something, something goes bump in the night, if you've seen lights in the sky, anything like that, if you've got a story, love to have you on the Grassman Chronicles and talk about it. Again, all hail Bigfoot at gmail.com. Get a hold of me. What do you want to say? Friendly environment, right? Not out to make, to mock anybody or anything like that. I did have Stephanie on to do her Dogman encounter, and we had a great time, pleasant conversation, and we just talked about it. She said she saw something, and I asked some questions, and it was a good time. So if you have a similar interest in coming on and sharing your story, get a hold of me. I don't bite. Try to be friendly and civil, and I am interested in hearing your stories. Yeah, we will go to Joe next. And I do appreciate everybody stopping through. And as I'm dropping all the comments, it's also hi and hello to everybody. Way too many to mention, but hi, hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Appreciate the people dropping links. Of course, Crystal's always on it. Rochelle's always on it. Ember's always on it. So many people. We appreciate your help in the chat. And Ember, you just do not have luck with cars, do you? Sorry to hear that. Somebody needs to donate Ember a nice Tesla. One of those Tesla trucks, get you right through the California nice days, but nowhere else weather. I was caught up in the chat. I let the chat get away from me. It's good to see so many. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you dropped a subscription down there and a like, drop a comment. That goes for any of the stuff on my channels. Please go check out my stuff on my channels too. I've got over 200 videos now, and there's a couple dozen on the Grassman. Go check out some of my older stuff. Appreciate the views and the likes and the comments. Had a lot of comments on my last couple of videos, and means a lot to the content creators when you know, it doesn't cost you anything, you know, and it goes a long way for us, and we appreciate it if you just subscribe, hit the like, and just drop a quick little comment, you know, liked your video. But it goes a long way, and we appreciate it a lot. Please do, everybody. You see everybody in the chat there and you don't know anybody, go check them out and subscribe to them too. Make sure you subscribe over at Purple Rhymes with Orange, Purple's channel, who handles this event every year. And yeah, if you want to see my my code word, go over to Dave's Pond. Grassman Chronicles is primarily we concentrate the cryptid activity over there, although it's a branch from the Captive Desk too, so you're going to hear a lot of Bigfoot and cryptid stuff either way. In case you don't know, I do cover a lot of different things on my channel. Not just Bigfoots and cryptids, but we talk about religions. We talk about different science topics, and we have some fun videos. Of course, anybody that knows Deconverted Man knows that he likes to have a lot of fun, and we've done some stuff together that was a lot of fun, and not much else, just being fun. And you never know when he's going to break out in songs. So there's a recent video on my channel where Deconverted Man was singing and just couldn't resist. I had to clip it, right? What do I season my pond with? Everybody that knows, I talk about my pond about as much as Bigfoot. That's my hobby. I've got a goldfish pond out back, and I used to have a lot of fish tanks way back in my youth. Of course, in your youth, it's a lot easier to take care of a whole bunch of fish tanks, and it kind of dwindled down to one big fish tank. And then that kind of moved outside. Now I have my really, really big fish tank outside. And I've got some goldfish in there that are maybe 10 years old now, some of the bigger ones. And they have 4 or 5 generations maybe now in there. So every time somebody says, "You want some fish?" I say, "No, I've got plenty of fish," and they're making their own fish. A pond full of eggnog. It can get a little foamy if the fish are spawning. A little froth on the top, like a latte. Huh? And yeah, of course, talking about cryptids, and if I need advice, or if I ask, have you heard of this, or what's this, or something about a cryptid, yeah, I go to Bree. Bree's my go-to. love watching Bree's show, and always appreciate Bree answering my questions. And Bree gives me suggestions too, and I appreciate that as well. I've also done some stuff with Bree, and speaking of, recently Bree and I and Sasquatch Secrets, Nikki over there, we got a shout out from Wild World. And yeah, Bree, just so you know, my video has gotten like 40 views from the shout out over there. So yeah, that was really cool. Much appreciated. Make sure you check out Hive Psi and seeing Bree and Ember and Stephanie and everybody that participates in the transpositions. Make sure you go over there too as well. You want to hear about some of the issues going on, especially that Stephanie's very passionate about. Make sure you check out over the transpositions, and they will tell you what's going on, and they will lay it out for you and explain things to you. We don't have to not know things, and if you've got some questions, I'm sure they would happy to engage with you and explain things to you. So let's all communicate a little better. I seen Bree was playing a little guitar lately, hanging out by the pool, jamming. And yeah, we're doing Christmas Eve here. My son wants to do tomorrow with his girlfriend's family and stuff. And he's also got to work the next day, which means he needs to go to bed early. So we're going to do Christmas Eve here tonight. And we're having lasagna. And I already made it. So I don't have anything to do. It's already good to go. Just need to warm it up. And I made some fresh bread or garlic bread. And we'll have a little side salad. And yeah, we're gonna do lasagna because we were due for lasagna, and we just had the turkey with the family here, so we figured, a few different options, and everybody says, yeah, lasagna sounds good. So, and works out good, yeah, because I make it the day before, and lasagna is one of those things I don't like to eat it when I make it. It's just so much better if you avoid the temptation. And it's hard because, it smells so good. And I was like, oh, there it is, right? But resist the temptation. Cover it, put it in the fridge, reheat it the next day. It is just so much better when you do it that way. And we got Converted Man.
Merry Christmas Eve, everybody.
Merry Christmas Eve, Deconverted Man. Good to see you.
Justry in chat said a thing. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah, they said their name is No One. And that was after I said no one wants to hear me sing. So apparently they want me to sing. So I've already posted this little tiny song on their video that they made a year ago with no description. Everyone should go to that video, downvote that video, because upvoting makes no sense, but downvoting is funny. And then just post any comment. Doesn't matter what the comment is. Just make sure that they get spammed with all sorts of weird comments on their sniper cut. Don't even bother watching the video. Doesn't matter. Just post random stuff. Okay, here's the song. And then I'm going to go because this is going to be cringe. Here we go. Hope nobody unsubscribes for this. Okay. Here's a song for Justry. Fa la 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 la. I post this song on the video. La 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 la. This is so super cringe. Fa la 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 dee da da da. What the bleep is even a Justry? No one knows because they don't post what they sound like or look like. Who the hell knows? Oh, oh, oh. Are they male or female or both or a robot? Maybe even human? No one knows because they don't post videos of their face. That lyric wasn't good at all. La 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 la. All right, there you go. There's your Christmas present to that person, and an anti-Christmas present to everyone else that had to suffer through it. Wait, Pragmatic Crystal. Now I have to sing about her. No, wait, no, don't kick me from the stream. No. And then I get kicked from the. Oh wait, I'm still here. Okay.
You got to kick yourself.
I gotta kick. This is worth the misnaming. Jestry E. Yeah, I don't know. I scared
Appreciate-
Ethan. Sorry, Purple.
Appreciate the song. There you go, Chad.
yeah, yeah.
Deconverted man delivers.
I think
okay.
I sent. I'm not sure I've got everybody's name, so I emailed you twas the night, and I think I've got everybody. I'm sure there's gonna be names that I missed, so I revised it because I forgot B.S. Lewis. I had B.S. Lewis in there. I think I have most people, but not all. So I emailed you. It said read this email, and that the other one that I sent before that was the not revised version, captive. So I think it's got everybody. I mean, it's got a lot of people at any rate. If they're not in there, who cares? I
That's
guess.
right.
Yeah. So if you want to
Not
read
important
that,
anyway.
yeah. If you want to read that, please do, because your voice is amazing. But if it's not worthy, then I guess don't read it.
If you want to catch a little bit of my voice, the Shaken Fist has a Christmas playlist that he has out, and you just might hear yours truly and some other YouTubers joining in with Zach's Christmas playlist. I think he put together like a half a dozen songs or something, and I participated in 4 of them. And the one that just released today, he left my little clip on at the end of it that says, "There you go, Merry Christmas." So we had fun doing that, and go check that out. Give the Shaken Fist some love over there too. And Joe said he's got to outdo me. Yeah, if you didn't see, I got my Santa shirt on. It's supposed to be the beard here, It's got the belt. I've got a little bit of a belly. Ho, 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 ho.
That would be one big beard if that was that big. That's
A
massive.
big beard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know you measure. I mean, this is a lot of hair, and it's
Yeah.
a lot. This is a lot to take care of. Just this, and yeah. Wow, that would outshine Scott Duke for sure.
Hmm.
What are you up to there, Deconverted man?
Not nothing.
No plans for the holiday?
Tomorrow I'm doing a thing, but yeah,
Tomorrow's the thing.
tomorrow's the thing. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go somewhere and do a thing. So, but not today. Not it's too cold. It's too everything. Yeah. I don't even know if anything's open.
Well, today you're probably still okay, but we had the idea of, speaking of not doing traditional, the one year we thought, you know what, we're just not going to do anything for Christmas. We're just going to order pizza. And then we found out, you know what, pizza places ain't open on Christmas.
Yeah, you'd have to get a frozen thing or something.
Yeah, we thought it was a good idea. We didn't think it through very well, though.
Amber has bells on. Da, 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 da. I make a song. No, okay.
And of course, yeah, you're gonna get teamed up with B.S. Lewis. It's got to be good. It's just,
You are?
if you're gonna team up.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
If you're
yeah.
teaming us up with B.S. Lewis, it's gonna be good.
Oh, yeah. I
Pull in the heavyweight there.
It will be a while before he ever asks me to do something again because of the pain I inflicted upon him. He loved it though. If he ever, he might, maybe one day he'll release the unedited version of that insanity.
you need a laugh.
Patreon only. Patreon
You should
only.
definitely check out not only Deconverted Man, but B.S. Lewis. Always guaranteed to have a laugh.
The you can't fire me, I quit video that he did with me. Yeah. So good times, great times. It's great. I mean, I don't know how he does the animation stuff or how long that takes or what program he uses. It's amazing though. So good job. Well done. So
And make sure you go and subscribe to Deconverted Man too, at Deconverted Man.
yep.
If you've got especially some kind of questions about religious things or logic, and you want to go on over there, Deconverted Man's always happy to have you on his show as well.
Yeah, I enjoy interviewing people's if they have a deconversion story or even if they don't. And I've interviewed theists, and I've analyzed arguments for logical fallacies, and I've done a lot of stupid, silly things.
And he's a heck of an artist too. He gets out that MS Paint, and you'd just be amazed at the artistry.
Yeah, right. Can't stop, won't stop the MS Paint.
You're almost as good as Mike. Almost.
Nah, but see, he I think he taught, so he knows how to do the shock on a chalkboard, so that translates to the computer. I think I could be wrong. Pretty sure he's taught in school. Or
whatever. Torrey, Ohio does have a bunch of cryptids. I'm going to try and cover them. Say do some local stories.
Whatever it was, now I can't remember the thing that I showed you that's like that whole website. I forget what the SCP or whatever, all that. Yeah. I don't know if that will if people will like it or not, but I don't know. You'll cover it if you want to, you remember the thing that I showed you? You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna let it out of the bag.
Yeah. The thing. The stuff, the thing, whatever it is. All right.
Yeah, Purple. We've got a cat that I'll hear like a rumble sound, and it's like, is that thunder or a truck or something? And no, it's the cat doing laps around the house in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Sushi would be amazing. Oh man, I could definitely go for some sushi. That would be great for Christmas. Yeah.
I know Claude Ball said last night if anybody isn't doing anything, that he has a reservation at the KFC in Singapore, and you're welcome to join him over there. So, like a 12-hour flight or something like that. So,
yeah, sure.
If you don't know who Claude Balls is, he covers a lot of the Hawaiian Shirt Guy along with Big Bad Mama and AJ. Although Claude has the much better accent, which I can't do, but he's got that great French accent going on. It's just great. And thanks for stopping by, Stephanie.
Oh yeah. I I should poof off because I just realized I'm not saying anything because my brain's just like kind of like
I'm
autopilot.
just winding down here. I just wanted
All right, yeah.
I've got a couple minutes here, and my time is done. So
All right,
we'll
good.
shift
I
over
came in
to
just in time to
just in
ruin
time.
the end.
Okay, ruin the end. There you go. Ollie says there's no Bigfoot. It's really Chewbacca. The Millennium Falcon crashed here a couple 100 years ago. Han died, but Wookiees lived for a long time. So it's all Chewie sightings. There you go. I wish you would have told me this earlier.
I mean, it could be. Why not?
Absolutely.
I mean,
I got a clip earlier where Joe Rogan was talking to somebody about the interdimensional and alien UFO connection with Bigfoots, like it was all big news or something. And it's like, that's old news. That's old
to find
news.
if there had been, all the different ghost hunting shows. I couldn't find. Has anyone hunted alien ghosts? Because of all the aliens that have crashed, I mean, they're dying, so they've got to be leaving behind a ghost or two. So they're alien ghost hunters. If that's not a show, it should be.
That's where I don't know if Bree is still hanging around, but Bree, Deconverted Man, wants to know: are there alien ghost hunters?
Yeah. If not, we need to make that a thing. I mean, if they've crashed, then they're dead, right?
If there is, Bree will find out and let us know. I'm sure because
Area 51, wouldn't that be? I don't know if they'd hang out there. Or, what do you think? I don't know.
Bree always finds out. She does a great job over at HiveSci, one of my favorite channels. I Saturday mornings just are not Saturday mornings unless I start it with Bree at HiveSci. Hey, hello, Austin. Go check out Austin. He's got a new channel. And I think I'm almost caught up. I'm running low here. I wanted to click through the rest here, but I'm about out of time. So we got lobster time here from Rochelle.
Lobster time.
Yeah.
Do. Calesta 789. Da, 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 da.
Let's see.
All right, here you go.
So, yep.
This is my MS Paint thing for you, Dave.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Here you go. Yeah. It's my masterpiece I was working on. That's why I was so quiet. And you got to put it in the thing. So, yeah, click on share. There you go.
Sorry, I don't have a producer. Oh, there you go.
See? Yeah, there you go. There's you.
That is amazing likeness.
Perfect. So I had to outline your nose and then make sure I got the shape right to do it on the other side. Yeah.
Okay, and we got a couple minutes to Joe. So
go Joe.
Everybody, if you don't go there automatically somehow, I don't have redirect, but hopefully I will someday because my subscriber count has been growing a lot lately, and I really appreciate it. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, drop that subscription down there. Get up to 500 and it unlocks the first goodies, and we can have goodies like Bigfoot emojis and have a lot of fun with that. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go subscribe Deconverted Man, Answers in Atheism, Stephanie, everybody in the Ember, everybody in the chat. Thank you always to Pragmatic Crystal, dropping links, and Rochelle and everybody. Hello, Al. So Al was on before me doing this bit in the marathon. Lots of good folks, lots of great content creators. I know Jay Bundy's going to be out there. Sumami's going to be out there. Ember and Purple and just so many folks doing their bits. Make sure you check everybody out. Watch as many of them as you can. And with that, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and if I don't see you before then, have a happy and a safe New Year.
Goodbye,
And
everybody. Merry
I'm gonna-
everything.
I'm going to close out like I usually do with my little songs. So, Merry Christmas, Deconverted Man.
You too, Captive Desk.
And everybody, I will catch you over on Joe's stream.
Bye.
Tales of lore knocking at the captive desk's door. Oh, legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive desk's door. Oh, captive desk, hold our dreams, where reality and no myth seems. In conversations, quiet flow, the mysteries untold will know. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive desk. Nerves are wide, hearts are keen, pages turn to